Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Michigan. And on Friday, Donald Trump won his 21st consecutive ruling from the Supreme Court. Now, it's time for the left-wing loons to quit filing these frivolous lawsuits that many of them are, and as you can see, 21 wins, 0 losses, made it to the Supreme Court. Now, this latest one has to do with mush brains giving illegals standing to stay here in the United States. They're applying for amnesty, but they're not coming here for amnesty. They're coming here for an economically better life. Okay, that's what it's about. And then there's the other people that got this special Biden permission to remain in the country. And that is, besides 300 total Venezuelans, we got the Trenda Aragua gang members that we know many of them came in with those people, because none of these people were vetted, and people out of insane asylums coming in, and other mental patients. They had no business being in our country, let alone being granted protections to stay in the country. Well, that's what went to the Supreme Court, whether Biden's illegal entry visas to stay in the country, he didn't have that power, is what I'm saying. He did it, and now Trump's taking it away. That's what the court case was about, and Trump won. Because Biden's actions were illegal. Biden wasn't allowed to just let people have unfettered access to our country. That's against the law. Now, will he be held accountable for his illegal actions? I doubt it. He just signed an executive order breaking the law, and that's the way it was. Now, it wasn't just the 300,000 Venezuelans. He did it for Mexicans and for people all over the world who were coming in from the southern border. Now it's time to round them up and get them out. And hopefully the criminals first. They should be first on the list. Now, the ones that came here, these people, most of them, are not going to use the self-deportation, where they can just do it and not have to go through the whole process and leave. They can just go to the airport, the government gives them a ticket, they can get on it and fly to Venezuela. Well, most of these people aren't going to do it because the real reasons they came here. They had no income in Venezuela, or they were gang members, or they were mentally ill. They got nothing to go back to in Venezuela and these other countries. We understand that, but that's not a reason to come here. That's not a lawful reason to come here. We don't owe these people anything. And these people gotta go. They're going to have to be forcibly removed. It's not a pretty sight. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a lot of things, okay? It's going to cost us a bunch of money to do it. But that's got to happen. But burying your head in the sand and trying to say, oh, they can stay and they can go on Medicaid, and that's what the government shutdown's about. Most of these people who were here under Biden's official illegal status, yeah, they were getting Medicaid. They were working whatever jobs and they were getting Medicaid. Just a proven fact. We know it. We've seen the numbers of them out there in California get it. Under what they call it, Calumet or whatever. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Now, these left-wing loons, I got news for you. They're too stupid to stop while you're behind, and they're going to keep running these court cases because they can. They knew Donald Trump was right on the law. There's no way you can be wrong this much without knowing that Donald Trump was in the right. He's upholding the law of the land. The trouble is with the left-wing loons, they don't want to uphold the law. We're a nation of laws, and they don't want to uphold those laws. Even when they had a president of the United States that used an auto pen to sign important legislation stuff, as far as I'm concerned, none of that was signed, and it's not law because he didn't sign it. He's required to sign those bills and sign everything, not the auto pen. The auto pen's okay for constituent letters, and that's about it. It's not okay for anything else. So my question is to the Democrats, how much losing do you got to do before you start getting involved in government and start doing some winning? How about getting on the side of the American people and getting with the Republicans, which are the majority everywhere now, and start working across the table to do cuts? We have over a $37 trillion deficit. How about working with the Republicans to do the cuts, to get this unfettered spending under control, and quit filing frivolous lawsuits, because you're not winning. Because everyone Trump loses in the lower courts just gets to the Supreme Courts and he wins there. So how about doing the people's business and stop doing the left-wing loon business? Because no matter what you want to do, those days are over. That's all I got for this video. Take care.